Has Wolfgang Puck fallen from grace, or is he still the king of Disney Springs taste?
Let's see.
Hello everyone, I'm Jay.
And I'm Sarah.
And you're watching The Theme Park Foodies. We are back at Disney Springs to answer a question that we've asked ourselves. Is Wolfgang Puck still great? I feel like there's so many new restaurants, so many things happening here at Disney Springs that we haven't really covered Wolfgang Puck in quite a bit and wanted to be able to highlight them in this video.
I think it's been over 2 years since we've been to Puck.
It's been a while, and for those that don't know, we actually had our rehearsal dinner for our wedding at Wolfgang Puck. We are big fans of the cuisine here, and we've consistently ranked them within our top 3 Disney Springs restaurants. However, with the openings of Summer House on the Lake, as well as a lot of the newer food offerings here, I'm not sure exactly where Wolfgang Puck would rank currently.
Yeah, we gotta revisit it.
Definitely.
It is like California-inspired cuisine, so burgers, seafood, steaks, in-house made pasta.
There's a special attention to farm to table. Wolfgang Puck is a celebrity chef. You can find a lot of different celebrity chef restaurants here, and I think he's definitely one of the better celebrity chef restaurants here, in our opinion. So he has a specific attention to detail in regards to getting very fresh and flavorful ingredients in the local area. Wolfgang Puck himself is from Austria, so again, he's immigrated to the US, so you can see American flair. Also, I think, honestly, in my opinion, this may be the best pizza at Disney Springs.
Yes, they do have a wood fire oven. Pizzas were really good last time.
Yeah, so we're definitely going to have to be able to get a pizza. The interior definitely looks very modern, a lot of like wood, brown tones, darker aesthetics, but again, very modern. It's found in the town center section of Disney Springs. The closest garage to Wolfgang Puck will be the Orange Garage, and right across from Wolfgang Puck, you can actually find Chicken Guy, which is Guy Fieri's quick service restaurant with fried chicken fingers. I'm not a huge fan of Chicken Guy anymore.
We used to be.
Yeah, I feel like they've fallen from grace.
Big supporters, but
yeah. He is not the king of taste anymore. He's not going to Flavortown. You got to come back to Flavortown, Guy Fieri. And it's right next to also the Coca-Cola store, and Planet Hollywood. So it's kind of right in that little town center section, right near the Marketplace building. Again, we've always enjoyed going there, and we're excited to go there tonight to see if they're still great. We will be, in the next coming months, doing a top 5 Disney Springs restaurants tour video to find which our favorite are. So subscribe if you haven't. Are you ready, Sam?
I'm ready. I thought you were going to ask me if I'm subscribed.
I hope you are.
I am.
If you enjoy the content, please like and subscribe. Join us for our dinner at Wolfgang Puck. All right, so to get to Wolfgang Puck Bar and Grill, if you're parking at the Orange Garage, you literally just make a right, and you'll start heading straight down. You'll see the observatory, which is Planet Hollywood, and right past that you'll see Wolfgang Puck. If you're taking the boats over, you pretty much need to trek all the way across Disney Springs. If you want to know our current top 6 restaurants, we're trying to break it down to a top 5. We really can't get them in order right now, so our top 6 are Boathouse, Wine Bar George, Homecoming, which is Chef Art Smith's restaurant, Morimoto, Wolfgang Puck, and Summer House on the Lake. All right, we've been seated, and as we walked in, you can definitely get that farmhouse feel with the incandescent lighting and like the natural kind of wood aesthetic. Right where we're seated, actually, are a bunch of pictures of the man himself, Wolfgang Puck. Let's break this menu down for you. All right, so for appetizers, we have the bruschetta, the truffled potato chips, shrimp scampi, crispy calamari, Maryland crab cakes, and tuna tartare. I hear they are known for this bruschetta. And we're told that the pizzas are 8 inches, so they could be personal, they could be shared. But they have margarita, wild mushroom, barbecue chicken, Italian sausage, prosciutto, smoked salmon. I think we're gonna get the margarita pizza. This is probably one of our favorite pizzas at Disney Springs. And from the garden, we have a Caesar salad, a chinois chicken salad, a bar and grill wedge salad, and a loco de cura burrata salad. So the pastas here are made in-house. We've had them before, they're really good. See some standard options like spaghetti, mac and cheese, a pumpkin tortellini that looks good, but they are known for this tagliatelle. And here at the bottom, I've actually had the bacon wrap meatloaf before. It's really good, but they have an American red snapper. They are known for this Jail Island salmon because it's actually sourced from Jail Island. It makes the salmon have a very robust flavor to it. They also have a WP Prime burger, chicken wiener schnitzel, which we've had before, we love, slow braised short rib, roasted half chicken, and a grilled flat iron steak. They also will have some specials each day as well. Today they actually have a Wagyu steak and a pork steak that's not on the menu. You can also notice the name of their executive chef here right at the bottom, which I don't see at most Disney Springs restaurants. If you're looking for drinks, they have a pretty extensive drink menu. Out at the front, to the right of check-in, you can actually find they have like a little bar set up over there. You can also get some gelatos, ice cream, and pizza at that little sidebar. I'm going to show you guys all the little handcrafted cocktails here. I'll just do like a slow roll so you can see it. If you like sangria, they do have some sangria here as well. They have some mocktails here at the bottom. This ginger lime iced tea sounds good, but I don't want any caffeine right now. They also have some canned cocktails. Wolfgang Puck has his own Pilsner, too. I didn't realize that. You can see some other beers. They have some cider here at the bottom and a non-alcoholic beer. All right, so the appetizers are here. We started with the margarita pizza. Look at that crispy crust on there. Sam, what's exactly on this?
This is fior di latte, marinated tomatoes, pesto, and basil. So it is cow's milk mozzarella. That's what fior di latte means.
You can see the fresh mozzarella. Yeah, Sam just Googled it.
Google is my friend.
That nice little cheese pull on there.
Crispy crust.
It's got a bit of a flop to it, but it looks like the Goofy pizza almost to me.
Well, look at that big tomato.
Yeah, tomato's gonna make it soggy, but look at that back end. That's got a nice warm back end.
Oh. The cheese is super creamy. There is a lot of pesto on it, which I like pesto, so I don't mind. The tomato is kind of bringing it down, and it doesn't have like a super sturdy crust. I mean, like bottom exterior, the crust is nice and crispy, but it is a little bit on the like wetter side.
Because of that tomato.
Yeah. The flavor is really good though. Like if you like tomato and pesto, and the cheese is definitely high quality. I would give it a 7.
Okay, so not the best pizza.
It's good. No, my favorite kind of pizza is super crispy.
I feel like when we got the standard cheese pizza, which you can get over at the window, we've had crispier crust. I think the tomato is what's making this a little wetter.
Great though, and the tomato stays fresh. The basil, like it's a nice pizza.
All right, let's see if it's a sog boy for me. Oh, look at that cheese pull. I can tell you the mozzarella is definitely very fresh. We may need to do a best pizza in Disney Springs tour. To me, this was one of the better pizzas, and I think it does, when you don't have that tomato, have a good crust. But I do think there's a little bit of a doughiness in the chew. I'm going to see if there's a bit more crunchiness without that tomato.
If this was crispier, like throughout the bottom of the crust, the flavor is great though. It's just, crust is important to me.
Good texture in the chew, great sauce, delicious fresh tasting tomato, and then that basil on there is a great, even like fresher hint to it. But just the biggest issue, I think, like you said, Sam, not crispy enough of a bottom crust, a little too doughy. Although again, good chew on it. I'm going to agree with your 7. I think this is a 7 pizza. This is way better to me than Pizza Ponte over at Maria and Enzo's. It's better than, I think, a lot of the pizzas you can find here at Disney Springs. Although I think Blaze might actually have one of the better pizzas. I really want to do this tour now that I'm eating this, because I thought this was my favorite, and I'm questioning that. I still really like it. I'm happy that we got it, and it's flavorful. So if you like pizza, you'll be happy with this. All right, so this is the bruschetta. Sam, what's exactly on this?
Okay, so these are marinated tomatoes, stracciatella cheese, pesto aioli, and ciabatta. We're getting more pesto. Ciabatta looks really nice. They did cut it into 4s too. Looks nice and toasted. I'm excited. And stracciatella is like mozzarella and heavy cream mixed together.
I didn't hear a crunch on that bite.
Actually, it looks crispy, but it's not super crispy. Kind of soft on the inside. The cheese is really good. And the tomatoes have a really nice marinade, and it tastes very fresh. And I actually do like that it's not super, super crunchy. Like, you know, when you can't bite into it. Like, it's soft enough. It's good. I'm actually going to give this an 8.
I remember this being one of our, one of the better options when we were here last time. Definitely had to get it again. Can't wait for me to have a bite. Cut into 4s. This was made for us, Sam. Made for us.
Why are you cutting it? It was already cut.
Yeah, I feel like the cheese is a little stuck together. All those fresh tomatoes on there.
100% order again.
Fresh tomatoes elevate everything. I'm a huge fan of the texture here, so I'm not sure if you got this, Sam, but on this one, the crust had this nice crunch as I bit in, and the interior had a good chew to it, which is what you want in a bruschetta. The tomatoes just taste so fresh. They explode with flavor in your mouth, and then complemented by that delicious cheese that's on top. This is incredible. I think one of the best, I think this might be the best bruschetta at Disney Springs. I'm gonna go 9 for this. 100% would get again. I think it's one of the better appetizers here. Like if you're looking for farm to table, this tastes like farm to table, which is exactly what encapsulates the idea of this restaurant. So good. All right, so the entrees are here. Sam is going to start with the tagliatelle. Sam, what is exactly in this, and am I saying it correct?
It's tagliatelle, and it's a bolognese meat sauce, pecorino romano, and Italian parsley. So tagliatelle is like an egg pasta. They're like long, thicker noodles. And tagliatelle is usually paired with a meat sauce because the long noodles can absorb the flavor from the sauce.
Gotta get a good twirl.
Ooh, hot. Ooh, it's very hot.
You want to wait to review that?
That's very hot.
All right, so while Sam is waiting for hers to cool down, I'm going to have my main entree, which is the Jail Island salmon. This is some hardened Jail Island salmon. It's been in the clink, and it's here on my plate. Sam, what's exactly on this and in this dish?
This has sweet potato fingerlings, pancetta, spinach, and a butternut squash puree.
All right, let's see how this peels. Look, that's the puree right there. See the butternut squash here with a little bit of, looks like salt on top of that butternut squash. Oh, look at that flaky fish just peel right off. A little bit of this puree on here.
Where is Jail Island? I feel like somebody watching this video knows. Please comment below and let us know.
That is, so the salmon itself doesn't have like a lot of salt or like flavor on it, but the texture of the salmon is just like probably one of the best salmons I've ever had. And salmon is something that you expect a slight fishy flavor with. There's literally no fishy flavor in that salmon. Just a smooth, melt in your mouth type of fish. Which again, rare for a salmon. Also, salmon is one of the easier fishes to dry out. Not dry at all. Just look at the crisp right here on top. As you peel this off, it peels off so easy. I think Jail Island has definitely got some great salmon. Now let's try it with some of these sweet potatoes. Great texture on everything in here. The flavors of the actual dish bleed through a lot. It's not flavoring on top of it. It's the salmon that you taste, the sweet potatoes, and everything is super fresh. I'm gonna go 9 with this dish. I would like a little bit more seasoning because I'm a seasoning guy. I probably would go down to Flavor Town with old Guy Fieri across the street. But this is so elevated. And the salmon is just so high quality. It's so juicy in the center. Definitely the best salmon I've had at Disney Springs. All right, let's see if this has cooled down for Sam a bit.
The pasta has like that eggy, chewy texture. It's really good. The meat sauce, like the meat is not, it's not super chunky. Sometimes with bolognese you get like those huge chunks. They're like medium-sized chunks. The bolognese sauce is really, really good. And I feel like this is a really big portion. I'm gonna give this an 8.
Nice. Yeah, everything is, I think 7's the lowest score.
3 meals out of this, and it's still steaming hot.
3 Sam meals, 1 J meal. All right, we've retrieved the dessert menu. What I'm hearing is that they're known for this house-made carrot cake and this Basque cheesecake. I'm always worrisome of not getting cheesecakes outside New York, so I'm not sure if we'll get the cheesecake. I might get the carrot cake, though. They also have a layered chocolate cake, a warm chocolate chip cookie with house-made gelato. They do have a gelato bar outside, so you can also get a gelato tasting of any of these. Cookie Monster sounds interesting to me. I feel like you can't go wrong with a warmed-up chocolate chip cookie, though. And at the end, they have a sorbet tasting. You can also find at the bottom different after-dinner cocktails. They have an espresso martini, a Catch Me If You Can, popular Leonardo DiCaprio film, and a Sleep Drifter. That sounds like a horror film. All right, so the desserts have been served. Can't go wrong with a warm chocolate chip cookie. What's exactly on this and in this, Sam?
So this is a giant warm chocolate chip cookie with vanilla gelato and caramel sauce.
They drizzle the caramel sauce on it right at the table, and look how that ice cream is melting.
It's like goo. The whole cookie is goo. It's not a crispy boy. It looks crispy, but that was just pure mush. That's heavenly. But it's complete mush. Like, it's not... The texture of the cookie, like, it has no integrity anymore. Like, it's just a gooey mess.
It's a liar.
Delicious. It's giving Toll House, but like in the best way. I mean, that's a compliment.
How's the gelato?
I haven't had any gelato yet.
Considering they have a full gelato bar, like right as you almost walk in, I feel like the gelato's got to be good.
That's good gelato. It's better than the gelato we had in the Italy Pavilion.
Oh, Italy Pavilion, yeah, Italy is the best.
And Epcot. There's also like a nice saltiness from the caramel. Delicious. It is like, it's basic, but it doesn't like need to be anything other than a warm giant cookie with gelato on top. I'm gonna give it a 9.
Ooh, so if you had a little crispiness, you might be a 10 cookie. You're right, it's almost like melted cookie dough.
And it's milk chocolate.
Wow, look at the ice cream is just getting so melted into this. Look at this. Let's try that out.
It's like a cookie soup at this point.
It's so good. It's so good. I don't want to try something without the ice cream. A little butteriness from that caramel sauce. The milk chocolate melts in your mouth. The ice cream is just melting right into the center of it.
I think the whole thing melts in your mouth. It's just a pile of mush, but like in the best way.
Yeah. I'm agreeing with your 9. This is top tier dessert. I might come back just for this one day. All right, so this is one of the items we heard that they're known for. It's the carrot cake. Sam, what's on this and in this?
So the description says cream cheese, candied walnuts, and caramel sauce. It does not tell you that it also comes with was it a salted caramel gelato?
Salted caramel gelato.
What a nice surprise. But I feel like they should mention that, just in case someone doesn't like that and wasn't expecting it. I am fine with that surprise. What am I doing? What's wrong with me?
You're making a delicious mess.
I don't know what I'm doing.
You know what you're doing. Oh, you lopped off. You little scamp lopped off.
You used to call Frank a little scamp.
I did.
The cake is so soft and moist. Nice cold gelato, and then you can get some crunch from the candy. Were they pecans?
Yes,
and
pecans.
Then, like the smoothness of the cream cheese. I'm gonna go another 9. Like I really like the caramel gelato is really good.
Save me some. I want to start by trying just the caramel gelato.
You gotta get a bite with the cake, the gelato, the pecan, the cream cheese, those crunchies that are on it. Like there's a lot of texture going on with the whole thing.
The gelato here is really good. I mean, we've been to Italy. It's not as good as like when you eat in Italy, but it is very good.
This is not like a basic carrot cake.
Every texture and every flavor feels balanced. Unless you overdo it with the ice cream, but it's very good. You get the softness and the creaminess of the ice cream. Then you have the soft, like, moist cake. Those little crumbles on top. And then you get that nice light crunch from the pecan. This is delicious. I'm also going to agree with your 9. The only reason I'm not going 10 with this is because I don't think of it as a conventional carrot cake. It's almost like something in and of itself. So I could see ordering this and not expecting to get this, but it is highly elevated. Everything is very good. Wolfgang Puck has definitely secured a place in our top 5 Disney Springs restaurants, but I don't know where. I think it's official. Puck's got the stuff. He's definitely in our top 5. I don't know where on the top 5 he is, but it's good.
He's definitely in there.
The thing about Wolfgang Puck is that it's not so much about like the seasonings, the sauces, things like that. Those are very good, but the actual food itself, like the texture of when you have something like that salmon is prime salmon. It's the perfect version in my mind of the way like a salmon or a texture of a salmon and a salmon should be cooked. The desserts too.
Passionate about that salmon, the jail
but also,
salmon.
My favorite thing was your dish. I had that off camera. That pasta, like the way that an egg noodle kind of like melts in your mouth and was complemented by that sauce they had in there, as well as the meats that were in it. you can just taste the quality. How'd you feel about the desserts, Sammy Sweets?
Oh my gosh, the desserts were amazing. Like that was a perfect way to end. And they were like, it was carrot cake and a cookie. Like simple things, but done very well.
Your favorite dessert?
Cookie.
Cookie? Yeah, see, for me it was the carrot cake. So I think we're a little at war with the desserts.
It's okay.
But my favorite entree, I'm not sure how you felt, or my favorite savory food was your
The pasta
entree.
was amazing. Also, the bruschetta was really good.
Yeah,
get the bruschetta. If you get one appetizer, please let that be the one.
The bruschetta was definitely the prime appetizer. Everything there is so good. The interior aesthetic, I think you brought up previously, is a lot like Wine Bar George.
Yes, a lot of the wood tones, the reds, that like lighting. Industrial look a little bit.
There's a lot of incandescent lighting in there, but again, those wood tones makes it feel farm to table, and I think the flavors accentuate that. As far as where it ranks in our top 5, we'll have to find that out. We'll probably start that type of tour here at Disney Springs around February time. So if you enjoy the content, please like and subscribe. Liking will really help our channel grow. It pushes this video out into the stratosphere of the YouTube algorithm, helps other people find the video. Subscribing, it also helps our channel grow. Hit the bell notifications, that way you're notified every time when videos come out, which is when, Sam?
Every Monday and Thursday at 12 p.m.
Thanks so much for watching. Don't count the days.
So make the days count.
We will see you next time. That's all, folks. Christmas is gone. Long live the new year.
We're actually filming this on New Year's Eve.
Yes, we're going to be in bed by like 9 o'clock, which
Very
is our
soon.
way. Yeah.
I actually do not like this day. It's always been my least favorite holiday. I don't know how you feel, but it's just never been my favorite.
I'm indifferent about New Year's. I've had some good nights.
I like New Year's Day, but I don't like New Year's Eve.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of DJs, I can tell you that, but Disney Springs, at least this New Year's Eve, closes at 11:30.
And it's pretty tame.
Yeah.
Like, it's actually really enjoyable.
I think a lot of the party people are over at Epcot is what it is.
Epcot and Magic Kingdom is where it's at.
So if you're looking for a more tame New Year's Eve experience, and if you want to be in bed before midnight, this is the place to be. There's no fireworks here, though, and again, everything closes at 11:30. The people you'll see scrolling up on the screen, those are the members of this channel. If you have any interest in a membership, we do have tiers as low as $1.99 a month with differing perks like early access to videos and credits credentials like you're just seeing. If you have interest, check out the join button below. You can see all those different tiers and perks. We want to give a special thank you to them and their generosity for helping us fund this channel. But we also just want to thank each and every single one of you who like, comment, subscribe, engage with this video in any way. You guys help push it out there, like we say, help more people find the videos, and we feel very privileged to be able to make them. And as always,
keep it going for Frank.